Every human genome contains about 3 billion letters of code. Right now, that code is being sequenced faster than ever before. Hospitals, research labs, pharmaceutical companies, even consumer DNA kits sitting in people's homes, all of them generating oceans of genetic data. But here's the problem almost nobody talks about. Sequencing DNA has become cheap and fast. Understanding it hasn't. Most of that data sits unread, unused, waiting for someone who can find the one mutation that matters, buried inside millions that don't. Labs are hiring for this gap right now, and they're struggling to fill it. Because reading raw genetic code is easy for a machine, and turning it into a diagnosis, a treatment, or a warning that still takes a human mind trained to see the signal inside the noise. That person has a name, a Genomic Data Analyst, and by the end, you'll know exactly what they do, what it takes to become one, and whether this career is worth exploring further. Hi, and welcome to Mnemosis, your career intelligence podcast. Here we explore the jobs of tomorrow, their real-world impact, future demand, and where the global job market is heading next. Let's dive in. A genomic data analyst turns DNA into decisions. They take raw sequencing data, millions of genetic variants, and find the ones that matter. A mutation linked to cancer, a gene tied to drug resistance, an inherited risk hiding in a family's DNA. They don't run the lab experiments. They interpret what the experiments reveal. Think of them as translators, turning the language of biology into something doctors, researchers, and drug developers can actually act on. Without them, genetic data is just noise. With them, it becomes medicine. This role sits at the intersection of biology and code. Most analysts hold a degree in bioinformatics, genomics, computational biology, or a related life science, often with a strong math or computer science layer built in. Core knowledge includes genetics fundamentals, statistics, and an understanding of how diseases actually work at a molecular level. Technical skills include programming, usually Python, comfort with large-scale databases, and fluency with bioinformatics pipelines, the software that processes raw genetic sequences into readable data. Soft skills require precision. Genomic data is unforgiving. One misread variant can change a diagnosis. And clear communication, because findings must be explained to people without a genetics background. Talking about experience, the entry often comes through research labs, graduate projects, or internships in genomics or biotech. This isn't a role you fall into. It's one you build deliberately. Forget task lists. Here's what actually comes out of this job. A cancer variant report identifying which mutations are driving a patient's tumor used to select targeted therapy. A pharmacogenomic profile showing how a specific patient's genes will react to a specific drug before they ever take it. A population genetics study mapping disease risk across thousands of people, feeding early warning systems for public health. A validated gene-disease association, new scientific evidence that gets published, cited, and built upon by other researchers. These aren't reports that sit in a drawer. They shape treatment plans. They guide drug development. They sometimes save lives. We're entering the era of precision medicine. Treatment designed around your genes, not just your symptoms. The cost of sequencing a full human genome has dropped from $100 million to under $200 in about 2 decades. That collapse in cost means genomic data is exploding in hospitals, in research, in consumer health. But the analysis bottleneck hasn't gone away. It's grown. Every cancer center, every drug company, every public health agency now needs people who can turn genetic data into genuine insight. This isn't a future trend. It's already happening. The question is whether the talent pipeline keeps up. Genomic data analysts are hired across a wide map of institutions. Academic and research hospitals running precision oncology programs, pharmaceutical and biotech companies developing gene-targeted drugs, genetic testing and diagnostics companies processing consumer and clinical samples, government health and public research institutes tracking population-level disease risk, and a growing wave of genomics-focused startups building the infrastructure for tomorrow's healthcare. This isn't a niche corner of tech. It's a role spreading across an entire industry. This role fits you if you're analytical, but drawn to biology, not just business or software. If you like solving puzzles where the pattern is hidden in noise. If you want technical work that has a direct, tangible impact on human health. If you're comfortable with continuous learning, because genomics itself is a fast-moving science. It's not for you if you want fast, visible results within days. Genomic work often moves in research timelines, careful, iterative, precise. But if patience and precision sound like strengths, not obstacles, keep watching. If you're looking for a real hack to the future, then visit Mnemosis.com, learn more about this role, and build your tomorrow by taking action today.